a long show.
Yeah, he played a long show. He played all the old stuff.
Yeah. And really, some people come to see, just
that one song.
Yeah. I mean, they might only.
Obviously, that's a huge hit.
Well, it's weird because and you don't notice it until years go by, but when you have a song that people know that don't necessarily even know the name of the band that does it, it's a different kind of thing, and it doesn't really have anything to do with what you're doing as a band, like trying to accomplish as a band member. You can certainly not be the kind of guy who's. I guess Michael Jackson used to try to have hits, but I never wrote songs to try to be on the radio or make Rick,
Just did. They hit that one.
Yeah, it was
song.
Totally just.
I heard you inside saying you still play like a nostalgia show. It's a big, huge.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of those, and
that's gotta be cool playing in front of that many people.
Well, that's you play big crowds, and they know that song, and they actually play 3 or 4 songs, and they don't even care about the other 3 because they don't even know, they don't even know.
Well, we saw the Lemonheads, and they didn't even play that Mrs. Robinson song.
They refused to play it.
Yeah, because it's not his song.
But still, that's why everybody, like you said, that's what they know.
But that's not why he got into a band, was to be famous for singing
but,
somebody
it would've been nice there.
When people came through the door and paid the money, they were expecting to hear that song. So
especially if they got back together like 25 years.
Yeah, so there's that problem you have of, I want to play what I want to play, but then we also want to play what people came to hear.
I used to be, that Jim Morrison kind of guy, who if I was drunk off my ass, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get drunk, John, and I was going to just spit all over and
when
just
Eric's drunk,
stumble.
he can't play guitar. So he's not allowed to
play
drink.
silver. I can't play silver, so it doesn't matter.
But I understand. But that's true though. So I used to be the artist, and now and over time I've come to really appreciate the idea that people paid to get in and that they do want to see you play your songs that they want to hear, and they want them to sound like they did on the record. And if that's the case, like I wasn't trying to bust anybody's chops when I said, okay, here's our hit song if that's all you want to hear. But sometimes there's some drunk girls there, and that's really all they do want to hear, and then they're going to start yelling it and getting silly.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
No, I'm happy.
That'd be awesome.
I'm blessed
yelling something
in so many ways,
So what's Dramarama up to these days? What are you guys up to?
Well, we got back together because of the VH1 TV show, Bands Reunited, and we've been together now longer reunited than we were the first time. And the new guys in my band are the bass player and drummer. They've both been in the band for 20 years, so or been playing with me because they started playing with me when the band.
So you guys are originally from New Jersey?
But you're
now you're based out here.
I live in Whittier, California.
Yeah, I think your
you guys got a tour coming?
We're doing some shows. We're going all over the anywhere they'll have us. We're doing some 80s shows, and we're doing some clubs, and we have new music, but we're gluttons for punishment. We keep making new music when people really just want to hear old music from the old band. Even the Stones put out a new album last year.
So what do you think about Rodney retiring? What does that mean to you?
I don't know if he's going to retire, if he's just going to be on a different radio station. I think that he was not well served by the management of the station for the last few years. I think they put him on
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. Yeah. It's not like they didn't cherish him and treasure him as the immortal genius that he is.
How do you think music is different now, like in the 80s when we kind of were hanging out? Because basically, to promote a band back then, you just put up a flyer and talk to some friends and have them come and see you. Now it's like
everything was do it yourself, but everything was like you had like Xerox machines and scissors and ink and markers and stuff, and computers really wasn't a part of it. It was all
So what's it like now?
Music.
The whole thing.
Well, the other thing too is like in the 80s, about as far back as we went was like the 60s or 50s or something, and that was old music, Now in the teens, there's still I turn on my radio, I hear more 70s music and 60s music and 50-year-old music all the time, They're celebrating it. We weren't listening to the music of the 20s back in the 70s.
Is it easier for a band now to promote themselves with all the social media, do you think it's easier for bands now, or is it harder?
I think it's instead of having 100 bands sell 1 million records a piece, I think you got 1 million bands selling 100 records a piece.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and some will float to the top and do something cool, but you never really know, you know, what you're gonna get. I'm not looking at the camera on purpose because I don't look at the camera.